Hello everyone. In the last videos we have discussed about nervous system, different parts of the nervous system, that is brain, spinal cord and nerves. We have also learned that some of the actions are controlled by spinal cord. That is, spinal cord controls reflex actions. Those actions that do not involve the brain. Some actions are carried out by our body as sudden. कुछ एक्शन हमारी बॉडी कैरी करती है सडनली, अचानक से, एंड ऑटोमेटिक रिस्पॉन्स इवेंट. These actions are called reflex actions. Sometimes what happen? An automatic movement in response to a stimulus is called reflex action. At times, your body needs to respond very quickly in order to avoid damage to the body. In such cases, the message is not taken to the brain but to the spinal cord, which immediately sends a message back to take action quickly. Such actions are called reflex action. Reflex actions are very fast. The message is sent and received by spinal cord only. The brain is not involved in the reflex action. Brain इसमें involved नहीं होता है. Spinal cord received. The message is received by the spinal cord. Okay. So, for example, if you accidentally put your hand on over candle, अगर आपने by mistake accidentally अपना hand candle के ऊपर रख लिया है, lit, over the lit of the candle, lighting lit, you suddenly move your hand away. अब अपना हाथ जल्दी से हटा लेते हो. You take your hand away. Okay. So how it's happened? It's happened by these actions are known as reflex action, and the decision has been taken by the spinal cord. Okay. The pricking of a pin. अगर कोई आपकी sharp edge वाली pin, ठीक है, prick हो गई है, it means pricking of the pin, चुभ गई है, that is a stimulus. आपने feel किया उसे, which cause pain, जिसकी वजह से आपकी body में pain हुआ, and the body response, और आपकी body ने क्या respond किया कि by moving the hand away quickly, कि अपना hand आपने जल्दी से हटा लिया. By which action? Through a reflex action. Okay. So but decision has been given by spinal cord. When a receptor is stimulated, यानी कि जो भी आपने feel किया है. For example, if your finger gets pricked by a pin accidentally, अगर आपकी finger pricked हो गया है, ठीक है, चुभ गई है pin आपके, ठीक है, accidentally, by mistake, you feel pain. आपने क्या feel किया? Pain feel किया. It sent a signal to the central nervous system. अब ये सिग्नल आप कहाँ जाएगा? सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम में जाएगा. वेयर द ब्रेन कोऑर्डिनेट रिस्पॉन्स, जहाँ पे ब्रेन आपको कोऑर्डिनेट करेगा रिस्पॉन्स देने के लिए. पर समटाइम, लेकिन कभी कभी क्या होता है, अब वेरी क्विक रिस्पॉन्सेज नहीं दी हमें यहाँ इस एक्टिविटी में. कभी कुछ एक्टिविटीज ऐसी होती है जिसमें आपको बहुत तेजी वाला रिस्पॉन्स चाहिए होता है, ठीक है, दैट डज नॉट इन्वॉल्व ब्रेन. तो उसमें ब्रेन इन्वॉल्व नहीं होता है. ओनली इज डिसीजन टेकन बाय द spinal cord, and the spinal cord is attached to the third part of the brain, that is medulla. Okay, so here there is no need to the involvement of the brain does not involve in this activity, because the response has to be taken very quickly. So simultaneously spinal cord gives the decision, and this is known as a reflex action. So stimulus, when we feel the pain, recept, then it goes to the sensory neuron information, then the decision, and to the relay neuron. This is a relay neuron between the motor neuron. and sensory neuron which care to the work of both sensory and motor. वो sensory neuron से आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन लेके जाता है और फिर मोटर न्यूरॉन से दोबारा आपकी बॉडी में इंफॉर्मेशन लेके आता है. तो बीच में आपका कनेक्ट है रिले न्यूरॉन. ओके, एंड देन यू टेक एन एक्शन दैट यू टेक अवे योर हैंड. See, you can see from this diagram also. Okay, you can see from this diagram also how it's work. This process occur. Effectors are any part of the body that produce a response. Effector can be any part of the body that produce a response. Here are some examples of effector like muscle contracting, a gland releasing, secreting a hormone or other chemical. The reflex action are very, very rapid and happen without us thinking. For example, one more example we will discuss. When our hand come in contact with a hot object, the hand pulls away instantly. आप जल्दी से अपना hand दूर ले जाते हो. And automatically even before the brain realizes that danger, इससे पहले कि आपका brain को डेंजर पता चले, वो डिसीजन दे, पहले ही आप उस सडनली हैंड को बाहर ले जाते हो, पुल अवे कर लेते हो. वाई? बिकॉज द डिसीजन, वेरी क्विक डिसीजन इज गिवन बाय द spinal cord. This automatic response of the body to an action is called the reflex action and it is controlled by the spinal cord. Now, blinking of eyes, watering of the mouth, sneezing, all these are the example of reflex action which occur by just thinking or seeing the food. जैसे आपने सोचा, जैसे आपने खाने को देखा, all these activities suddenly occurs and these are the examples of the reflex action. So now, as you all know, we have 5 sense organs: eyes, nose, ears, tongue and skin. These are the main 5 sense organs. And do you think how do sense organs send messages to the brain and the spinal cord? कभी सोचा आपने sense organ कैसे messages send करता है आपके brain को और spinal cord को? So let's study one by one. And do you know these are 5 senses in our body? They are sight, they are hearing, taste, smell and touch. These organs are connected. These all are connected with these senses that take in information that is sent to the brain so that the body can act on it. So now, as you are seeing in the diagram, this is eyelashes, eyelids. Okay, so what is the function of eyelid and eyelashes? What does it do? It protects them. It protects your eye from dust, strong light and injuries. Eyelids, eyelashes and eyebrows. Eyelids, eyelashes and eyebrows protect your eyes from dust, strong light and injuries. Your eyes enables you to see. They give you the maximum information about the world around you. Now, the eye is the organ of the sense of sight, and do you know eyes are set in the socket of the skull. Eyes are set in the socket in the skull. This is the diagram of the eye. One by one, we will learn the function of different parts of the eye. So, the eye is covered over a transparent covering called cornea. The pupil is the circular opening in the colored part of the eye, which is the iris. And now what is the function of the iris? The iris opens and contracts to let in more or less light. At the back of the eye is the retina. Now what is the function of the retina? Cells in the retina are sensitive to light and color. The optic nerves. Now we have nerves also. Now what is the function of the nerves? The optic nerve connects the eye to the brain. It connects your eye to the brain, and the messages from the retina pass to the brain through the optic nerves. Okay, so now how do we take proper care of our eyes? For that, do not read or watch the television continuously for a long period without taking a break. Never rub your eyes with dirty hands. You should use a clean cloth to wipe your eyes. Never read a book while lying down. Do not read in a moving vehicle. Why? In dim light or in a very bright light, because if you have to take good care of your eyes, then you have to follow all these instructions, because eye is very important sense organ through which you are unable to see this word, and this eye give you the maximum information about the world around you. Okay, so when the message reaches the brain, it is recognized by the brain. This is how we see things. Okay, so they convert this image, all these parts convert this image. Retina has a special cells that are sensitive to light and color. रेटिना फिर क्या करते हैं, ये कन्वर्ट करते हैं आपके इमेज को इनटू मैसेज में, एंड देन दे सेंड इट टू द brain through the optic nerve, and when the message reaches the brain, it is recognized by the brain, and this is how you see the things. Okay, and do you know insects have more than 100 eyes? That is why it is so difficult to kill a housefly. Okay, so here we have learned about our sense organ eye and how do we take the proper care of the eye. In the next video, we will learn about the second important sense organ, that is that we will continue from ears. Thank you.